Hello and welcome. We are back with another bike review. This one is another from Eleglide, and this is the T1 Step Thru. Yes, I believe we've reviewed the T1 before, but not the Step Thru version. Now, the reason I've agreed to do the Step Thru is I've reviewed quite a lot of fat tired ones recently, and they do generally seem to be for taller people. This is for people from, I believe, just over 5 foot up to 6'4" almost. So smaller people can use this. People who aren't as manoeuvrable as other people, maybe elderly people as well, who struggle to get the leg over that top bar on a bike. This is for them because it's a step through. It's a step through. You just have to lift your leg up a tiny bit and you're on your bike. So this is the Eleglide. It's in grey. They do this in grey and white. Why am I telling you all this without unboxing it? You're just looking at a box. Let's get this unboxed. Now it's starting to look a bit more like a bike, isn't it? Let's get all this packaging off and have a good look at it. So that is the easy bit out of the way. So first things I'm noticing, I am loving the colours. I know it's grey, it says it's grey, but with this little trim on the tyres here, the white and the yellow, the big yellow logo, I think it really makes it stand out. I like the fact it's thin. Your only thick bar is the one which holds the battery. Loving that. But yeah, it just looks and feels lighter. I think it's still 26 kilograms. I'll confirm that later in the video. But it feels much lighter than the big fat tired things I've been reviewing lately. Now I'm going to try and build it. What have we got in here? I do like the mud guards as well. Look how far round them mud guards go. Taking up pretty much, you're not going to get splashback from that back tyre, which can only be a good thing. Yeah, so far so good. Time to build. So from memory, first thing to do, I have got the instructions out and it is showing this. I should be able to do this pretty much. I need to take this, turn it over and screw it back on and then put the handlebars on there. This is one little feature about this, by the way, in case I forget to tell you later. See this here with the degrees? You can actually adjust this so that your handlebars are at the best position for your posture, if you like, so you don't start getting backaches and things. So I like that little feature. Handlebars on. This is all going too smoothly. So as the bike came, tiny little mark there, but it's something and nothing. And I have noticed a mark down here, but hopefully I've got a little scratch on the frame of the saddle there, but that looks very, very high at the moment, so by the time that's down that should be covered up. So, but yeah, apart from that, the packaging has saved this. It is looking fantastic. Slip the wheel on, making sure this goes into, is it called the brake caliper? Very delicate with this bit, you don't want to damage that part. Excellent. Get the thread to go through it. Seriously, normally when I build a bike something goes wrong and it can take me hours to figure it out. But on this occasion I just feel everything is going swimmingly. Just too good to be true, is this? Perfectly lined up, no scraping on the brake pad bit there. Completely silent. I've done it right first time. Right, let's get on to the pedals. Left and right, so you can't go wrong. Get that finger tight and then just go a little bit further on that nut with a tiny little spanner, which I'm hoping is part of this set. If not, I'm going to have to get mine out. Will something on there fit it? I'm not sure. Indeed it does. Brilliant. Perfect. Next is the headlight. So you don't need any tools to build this bike. It is 90% built for you, if not more. And this lovely little toolkit which comes with all of the Eleglide and most electric bikes, to be honest, put the same toolkit in. It's got an Allen key set on there. It has got a few spanners and lots of things you don't even use. You've even got some socket sets there. Nice little bit of kit. I remember as a kid, can you remember? There was always one spanner. You always bought it at Halfords and it was always the same, a bike spanner. Right, nearly there. Perfect. So now the rear reflector, is it that way or is it that way, would you say? I'd say that way, I think. Now, you see on the back, so it's a reflector, but it's also a light. You've got the wire just waiting to go into it. Tiny little connector in the back here, and the screws there just to hold it onto this bracket. I've decided it goes that way around because that connector, it's the only way that's going to get in there without the bracket getting in the way, so it's going to go like that. I knew I'd make one mistake, but don't worry, it's a tiny one, just a tiny one. So the mudguard, that has to go on at the same time as the light, sorry, or a bit low there, because that goes underneath this bit. Surely that might even go behind here. I'll have to play around with it. And then these attach to here. We're almost there, just coming up to the finer detail now, so I've got to get the actual LCD screen on there. Very easy, a couple of Allen keys to undo that, one at each side, so it's going to be in the centre rather than at the side, which is good. And then attach the on, off and power assist buttons here next to the belt. And then the green end there, they're all colour coded, the green end goes into the green end there. And as long as there's power in the battery already, it should turn on. So there we have it. All working, all central, all looking good. The only thing which doesn't look good is these wires, look. Now, the orange one links to the throttle. Now, it's not legal, I believe, to have these on when in the UK. But they've put it in the box anyway. I'll be honest with you, most people still put them on anyway. But because I'm reviewing this and I'm going to be going on the road, I certainly ain't going to put it on and someone complain to the police that I had a throttle on. So I will leave that in the box but not be using that. So with all these wires, they do actually provide you with some nice little wire cables to tidy it up a bit. So let's see what I can do. So that is the bike built. Now, it does come with the wheel reflectors, but I'm not going to put them on because every time I try, I always snap them. So I'm going to leave them for now. But it is looking nice. Now, also in the pack, you obviously get a battery pack. Your battery is inside the stem, which I love. So you can't even tell there's a battery there. Let me just come round here. So you get two keys. To get the battery out, all you do is turn it once and it like clips up and pull. Simple as that. Take that indoors and give it a good charge. Where is the charging port? You've got that. Where is it? Oh, it must be this bit here. Is it? Indeed it is. So into there goes this and just charge it indoors. Excellent. So I'm about to take this beautiful bike for a test ride, see how it performs on the road. So first I want to give you all the specs, yeah? Do you want to know the specs? Yes. Would you want to know the specs? I think you would want to know the specs. Firstly, this is the grey version. Come and look at the grey, Mazzy. I love the yellow with the grey, I think it looks fantastic, and the white trim on the tyres. It's also available in white, and I believe the white version has a brown saddle and brown handlebars.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Top range of 60 miles out of one battery, depending on the conditions and your weight, etc. Top speed of 15 mile an hour in the UK, obviously 15.5 mile an hour. That is the national legal limit to ride on an electric bike in the UK. 3.5 inch LCD display. Let me just turn it on so you can have a quick look at that. Look at that beautiful screen. Nice and bright. It's not one of the, I don't know what they've done to that, but it isn't one of these which is going to glare. You're not going to be able to see what it is. You can see that very, very clearly. 27.5 inch tyres. So the beauty about it is, although they're very thin tyres, like a racing bike, they are big tyres. Which, the bigger, how can I put this? The smoother the ride should be. But I'm going to find that out in a moment. It even has, well, 5 level of pedal assist. So if you come here again, Mazzy, so when you're not using it, have it on assist 0 so the bike doesn't move. Put it on number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is going to be your top speed as the electric bike kicks in, which goes from, so level 1 will be 12 kilometers an hour. I haven't converted this, couldn't be bothered, and assist 5 is going to be 25 kilometers an hour, which is your top speed of 15 miles per hour. It has got a 6 kilometer an hour push mode. Now I remember the the one which isn't a step through had that, and I was very impressed. So basically, if you're walking along with your bike, especially if you're going up a hill, but you're actually pushing your bike rather than riding it, you don't have to push the bike. The bike will just come along at a walking speed with you. So you can go up a hill just holding it like that and it'll go up. So I'm impressed with that. It's not a lot of these bikes have that function. 250 watt motor, which is the legal limit in the United Kingdom. A 468 watt hour battery. Front suspension with lockout. A nice sturdy luggage rack. So if you go into the shop or anything, you can put a bag on there. You could even get one of them, what do you call them?
Bag?
It's a certain word though, isn't it? But I can't remember the name of it.
Saddle?
It's like a saddle bag, yeah. You could even get one of them. And I think Eleglide might actually sell them separately. Two bright lights, front and back. So I've attached them and I haven't broken any, Mazzy.
They're electric, are they?
The front one isn't.
Oh, the front one isn't.
I don't. Oh yeah.
No, it is. Yeah.
It is. Sorry, it is.
Yeah.
And the back one is a reflector, but when you brake, it will light up as well.
Yeah.
So two working lights, which are reflectors as well. Multi-angle stem, which I've mentioned before. So you can actually adjust this up and down to suit your posture, so you're not getting a bad back.
Yeah.
Removable battery pack, very easy to do. Clip, pull. Simple as that. Take that in, charge it, put it back, clip. Simple as that. Did it with one hand, Mazzy. Maximum load of 120 kilograms, which is 19 stone, so suitable for most people. Charging time from 0, it'll take you 7 hours to charge up. Not bad, just leave it overnight and it will be charged. And it's for cyclists, as I think I said earlier, 5 foot to 6'4". Just over 5 foot, so this will suit most people as well. The weight of the bike is 26 kilograms. Again, with any electric bike, I have had them up to 34 kilograms. You're never going to get a light one. They're all going to be heavy, and that's simply because of the weight of the battery. It weighs a lot, and the motor at the back weighs a lot as well. So for an electric bike, I'd say that is probably as light as you're going to get. 26. And they're currently selling at about £999 as a recommended retail price.
Very good.
So that is all your specs. Can I please go ride it now?
Yeah, you're going to take him with you, look.
Who?
Got a moth.
I've got a moth?
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking him with me. Right, so I've got a GoPro mounted on the front to see my face as I'm talking, as I'm going along. I'm going to have a chest mount here so you can see the road in front of me. And I've got my new, sturdy, fantastic helmet. Have I got it the right way around?
No.
Yes.
Have you?
Yes. So away we go. I'll see you on the road. So away we go. Assist 1. First gear. Says on the clock 0.0. So that's how new this bike is. It's never done a single 100 metres. Morning. Yeah, this is smooth. I say it about every bike, don't I? I think it's the suspension at the front. A lot of them seem to come with this now, and it's beautiful. Right, I'm going to stick it up to assist 3 and 4th gear. Wow, that changed gear into 4th in about 1/8 of a turn of the pedals, and it took off. Right, this is too fast. I suppose assist 1 if I want to go slower, isn't it? I'm loving this. Got a little belt. I'm just going to take my time on this one. I do need to... Let's get it up to 5 for now. Oh yeah. This is nice. This is a good bike. You feel in control of this one. The fact it's lighter, the fact it's thinner tyres, The tyres, by the way, I put the PSI in. It does say in the instructions what to put them on. I think it's 50 PSI at the front, 55 at the back is what they recommend. So that's what I've done. This is smooth. Now, as I say, you can have the throttle on here. They are illegal in England, so I haven't put it on. Morning. Morning. Which means at the moment I've got an orange bit just sticking out at the front. If you're not going to use the throttle, you really want to just tuck that back into the stem, because it has got a couple of prongs on there, so you don't want the rain to get into that. This is nice. This isn't exercise, this is just a pleasure. I remember there was one particular bike, I think it was the orange Russia one I did a review on. I rode that for 2 miles and my legs were actually aching, even though it was an electric bike. Sorry, 4 miles, 2 miles there, 2 miles back. But this, I am literally just doing 2 turns of my pedals and then just cruising. It is flat, there's no hills around here. Someone said in a previous video, you need to test it on the hills. There isn't any hills in Lincolnshire, so I can't ever do that for you. Right, I'm coming up to the main road now. I'm in assist 5, I'm going to take that down to 3. This is a bit of a dodgy corner. I'm in 4th gear, and when we get going on here, I'm going to get it up to full speed, just see how smooth that is. So where we go, let's get it into 7th gear. Nice. Let's get it into assist 5. This is a pleasure. I feel like I'm in a car or something and someone else is actually doing all the work, because this is no effort whatsoever. I'm going 23 kilometers an hour here and I haven't pedalled for quite a few yards there. Oh, this is lovely. I know I keep saying, you know, with the bigger ones, the big fat tyres, I do like the look of them, but personally, if I was going to be riding a mountain bike all the time, I think I'd want something more like this. You really do feel in control with this. You watch, I'll fall off on this corner now and just... Oh, tractor coming. Oh, that was a smelly tractor. And here we are. So I've nearly done the full lap here. The saddle's been perfectly comfortable. Yeah, you do get 7 Shimano gears with this. But my stepdad has got an Eleglide bike and he said to me, you know what, I only use 2 gears. And he's right. You only really need, well, maybe number 1 just to set off, especially if you're on a hill. But you're only really going to need number 3 and number 7, something like that. Something for when you're going at full speed on a road, and something for when you're just cruising and you know, you're in no rush. So I'm in 7. This is what I would use it in. I think the brakes need working in a little bit. They're working fine, but they're making that little noise, you know, what you get on new brakes. But that will wear in. As far as the bike is concerned, it's no sound whatsoever. What a beautiful ride. And you can feel the front suspension. There's just no bumping at all. Now there is some bumps here which I would normally test it up by riding through them, but there is puddles around. There's a few here, look. Yeah, the bike's taking all the bumps. And it is, you know, with electric bikes you can sometimes hear them whirring quite noisily sometimes, but this is silent. Yeah, very, very, very impressed. Right, I'm going to stop here at the entrance to the campsite, simply because when I was younger, I was about 14, I had a bike, a racer bike, with tyres about this thickness. They might have improved a lot since then, I might have just been unlucky, but I did ride on gravel and I popped the tyre. So ever since then I've never ridden on gravel unless it's big, thick, chunky tyres. But yeah, very impressed. Let's get this bike back and I'll give you my honest opinion. And it will be good. So the Eleglide T1 Step Thru. Got to remember, that's the best feature.
Yes.
This is the selling point for people who just can't, you know, if it wasn't a step through, it would be up there. Even I struggle with that. You know, so this is perfect for a lot of people. Small people, older people, people with slight disabilities maybe. Conclusion. As I just said on the road then, I honestly think, I've just been saying to my girlfriend Mazzy,
Fiance,
sorry. I've just been saying, out of all the bikes I've reviewed, if I was to have a go-to bike for myself, I think I probably would go for one which isn't fat tyres.
Yeah.
This ticks all the boxes really, it does everything I'd like it to do. The fat tyre ones can look fantastic, and they are fantastic, but because this is a thinner frame, thinner tyres, the step through, it's just, you feel like you're in control of it. It's smooth, very, very smooth. So I'm very impressed, and it's what, £1,000? I think it's a very, very good price for a very, very good bike.
absolutely, yeah.
All the Eleglides, I think this is the third one we've tested now, they've all been very, very good, very reliable, very easy to build, very impressed. So yes, overall, would I get one? If, you know, if I wasn't given this to review by Eleglide, would I actually buy one? If I wanted a mountain bike, yes I would. I really would. I'm going to leave it at that. You decide. Link in the description if you want one. And thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to Eleglide for sending us this to review.
Thank you, Eleglide.
Love you all to bits. See
Yeah.
you all later. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.